Look, we've talked about him to death this season on the Hotline Live, but I need to get your take again on Daizen Maeda. 39 starts this season, 30 goals now. He's just, we used to say, in fact, I remember you would say it quite often that, look, if this guy could finish, he wouldn't be at Celtic. So now he can finish. It doesn't, I mean, I know Brendan Rodgers is talking about offering him a new deal, maybe tying him down, but there's going to be big teams looking at him, isn't there?
Yeah. A new deal is for there's two reasons really. It's to give the guy a bump in wages to kind of keep him happy, and also to kind of build on the insurance policy that Celtic already have. And they've got 2 years left in the deal, which is nice for them. An extra couple of years on that gives them an extra insurance policy, adds a few quid to the transfer fee if it does come in. So it makes sense to all parties. It gives them a wee bump. It keeps everyone happy in that side of things, and also can make sure that they get a few quid if it does come to that. It's had a magnificent season. I mean, since the turn of the year, he's been absolutely outstanding. I mean, you can see the confidence in him. I mean, the way he took the first goal, I mean, perfect. I mean, the ball played through from Kelly was right on the money. But he just took his time. So he ran round it and then picked his corner. Really composed. And that's something that maybe in previous seasons that was maybe lacking a wee bit, that composure. But it's obviously confidence. He's obviously a confidence player like most strikers. And he's adding. You look at his repertoire now, he's scoring goals with right foot, left foot, volleys, headers, okay, tap-ins, decent digs, chip shots. He's getting the whole lot. He's really stepped up to the plate. He's been brilliant. I mean, there's nothing really you can say apart from he's been sensational this season, hasn't he?
I guess that I'm asking you how long a piece of string is, but what's your gut feeling? Do you think you'll be a Celtic player next season?
See, I kind of do. I said my thought has kind of changed. I thought that the fact that that's kind of wide Daizen Maeda kind of high pressing guy. It isn't quite as effective in higher leagues because I mean Champions League level fullbacks are so composed in the ball and they don't get spooked, they get impressed. In Scotland, defenders do get a bit freaked out by it. That's just the nature of levels. But you look at him through the middle. I mean, he plays there for Japan as well. He's played at World Cups. And now he's added this kind of finished article in terms of his clinical ability in the final third. I think there will be teams looking at him. He's at that age as well. He's 27. I think it'd be really interesting. Really interesting. It depends on what the kind of the monetary value that comes in would be, because he's priceless for Celtic. Really is. So they'd have to demand top dollar for him. But whether they get it or not, I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see. I mean, is he that technical to get a move to the Premier League in England? I don't know. But he certainly showed it in the last few months. He's looked every bit as clinical to handle that level. So somebody might take a punt on him.
I hope perhaps he looks at Kyogo and realises the grass isn't always greener.
Yeah, slightly different situation. Kyogo's 30 and all that stuff.
Aye, that's true.
20 Ren, but I mean, 27, a bit younger as well. And listen, I mean, if you're talking 15, 20, 25 million to teams like in England and some of the bigger teams in Europe, it's not really a lot of money.
And that's the model for Celtic, isn't it? That's
well, that's the thing. You can't really entice these guys with the promise of doing well and then selling them on. So you can't then not take the dough. They can sit tight and maximise their dosh. That's the whole point of it. Done it with Matt Riley. Done it with a few other players. So they're just a strength. Don't have to sell them, but the model suggests that you have to if a bid comes in he fancies, and it suits all parties. But I think Celtic fans would love him to stay, but the model dictates that if a 25 million bid come in, then it has to be you have to let him go. But I think that will be interesting because he's a hard man to replace. He's worth about four players up to the one.